Welcome to Dice Legenz. It's great to have you with us. My name is Vahid. I'm the DM of the show. So, episode title thing. You ready? We are Dice Legenz. And this is the finale of the Spies of Aratai. Hey, before we get into our adventure, we need to introduce you to our wonderful cast of players, starting with Caustic Phoenix. Boop boop.
Woo! Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so excited to be here and be playing for our finale. I'm kind of really worried because I've been attached to Moriana at this point, who is supposedly a ranger, but apparently not very good at a ranger. And now we are in this finale scene with her old rival in which she grew up with. We are running out of time, and I'm very concerned with how we're going to be able to wrap things up, if at all.
Cool, let's go over to MontyGlu. Monty, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm starting to wake up. You can probably hear it in my voice now. I'm doing pretty good. I'm excited. I'm glad to be back as Rubik. I was at a convention over the weekend, and every tabletop, booth I was like, oh, tomorrow I get to play as my dragonborn wizard, and he's so cool and tall and handsome. But I'm excited to be back. I've definitely enjoyed my time here, and this game has been very, very delightful. So yeah.
Thank you very much. And here in studio,
it's me, Trubie. Hi, I'm usually here on Dice Legenz playing Sully, the human fighter, but today is my last session of playing Bogart, the half-orc actor. And I'm very excited as well to see how this all concludes. And I also can't believe that this is our last go with them.
It goes so fast.
Oh my gosh, they grow up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so yes. Hey, let's talk about some thanks. Thanks very much for our followers. Thanks to our subscribers. We really appreciate it. You'll notice that in the bottom corner it says Inspire. Everyone who gives a sub, gifts a sub, gives a sub, whatever subs, gives an inspiration to our players this game. Thank you very much. We've already got some in the tank, which is wonderful. So thanks to our followers. Thanks to our subscribers. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that sub button. We love it. Ding! Thanks to our Patreons. Without you, honestly, our channel would not survive the way it does. So thank you very much for our Patreons. And our Patreons, get discounts on our, in our merchandise shop. T-shirts and all that kind of stuff.
Wow.
So there's a shop there. You can go visit, get some stuff. And we got 3 sponsors we want to talk about today. First is our friend from D20 Collective. Go, Luca, run that and put that thing up. It's a D20 Collective.
I wasn't sure if I was doing it or you doing it.
Go.
Oh, I'll do it. Okay, great. D20 Collective have all sorts of dice for your purchasing
purchases.
For your purchasing purchases. The dice come in a range of forms. They've got wooden dice, they've got acrylic dice, they've got metal dice. Ask Raylene about them. She loves them. So does Ronnie. And they have all kinds of different dice there. Every Thursday they put a different set of dice on special, and you can get them for as low a price as $5 US. Isn't that incredible? That is such a good price. We are literally covered in D20.
Yeah, that's right.
And we love them. So thank you, D20 Collective.
Next is our friends at BD&D, oh my goodness, I'm throwing the dice around.
We're so excited about BD&D.
They're running a Kickstarter at the moment. Luca, put up the Kickstarter information. Great, they're running a Kickstarter, which is 100 adventure starters and 100 NPCs to kickstart your sessions. Mm-hmm. And it's all started in a tavern, which is 100 adventure hooks and NPCs.
Mm-hmm. They've also got some stretch goals that you can help them reach. It all started on a road, and it all started with a wizard, which will unlock even more story hooks and NPCs. And also, there are 10 unique tavern maps that are going to come along.
That's right. Do you know what? They've actually already gotten all their stretch goals.
Oh!
Yeah.
Why?
In 1 week.
BD&D. Well, they deserve it.
It is. So go to that website. The pledge is actually really affordable. And our final team that we want to talk about in sponsors is our brand new sponsor from this week, which is World Anvil.
Kink.
So,
Hey.
World Anvil, and they are, if you're not familiar with World Anvil, they're a online world building platform, but also like a RPG campaign creation tool. They've got stat blocks, maps. Can you throw up some example? And if you scroll down, just have we play around. So we use World Anvil for our lore document. If you head on down to one of the maps, maybe click on a map. Yeah, so they've got these interactive things that you can, maps, you can put pictures, you know what I'm talking about. They're really great.
I use it myself as well.
Do you?
Yep, I've written about 3 personal campaigns using World Anvil.
Nice.
Yeah, I love them.
Thanks very much. That's cool, Luca. All right. Thanks to our sponsors. I think that's everything we need to say before we get into our adventure.
Yay!
Don't you think so? So, Luca, roll the title. We're back. So, our finale.
Spoopy.
Usually, I get one of the cast members to do a recap of the previous session. But tonight, I'm going to do it. Tonight?
Sure.
Why not?
It's tonight somewhere.
It's tonight somewhere. If it's tonight for you, this is for you.
It's for you. Everyone else, lock your ears.
Okay, so I'm going to try to give a recap. Count me in.
3, 2, 1.
Last episode began in the caldera of a volcano with lava splurting everywhere. Our heroes immediately got into a fight with a demon. There were some sulfurous things around. They were making some sulfurous kind of ritual lines. They defeated the demon. They found some plans for demonic kind of incantations, and then they took them and went through a door, a secret door, a magical door, a portal to the land of Gulm. The Gulm, which is the enemy of Aratai, where the heroes come from. They went to a couple of their contacts in Gulm and finally managed to find their way to a gala where there is some fundraising for the favored one, the weapon of Gulm. And there they infiltrated this this gala, and they came face to face with the weapon herself.
You got it timing-wise. You got it exactly on. I actually didn't know when that piece of music was going to end.
Booyah!
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
So, in terms of some finer details,
Yes.
we're in the nation of Gulm. It's to the north. It's a colder region, a wealthy nation. A nation that is a theocracy run by a nasty cult called the Zakron cult, who follow the god of darkness and treachery named Tila.
We don't like him. He's killed one of my characters several times.
Meanwhile, the Queen of Aratai had sent you, the 3 of you heroes, you 3 spies of Aratai, on a mission, not knowing where it would end, and you have followed the breadcrumbs to determining that this weapon of Gulm, who is a person known as the Favored One, is here in Gulm. Our adventure begins in the ballroom of this large mansion where there's a crowd of people in like a horseshoe shape facing a stage. And having walked right in front of the stage, a pink tiefling who looks remarkably like one of the player characters from our man campaign named Nimrod. In fact, looks almost identical. The other important piece of information is that Moriana's childhood friend, whose name is Takama, and is also trained as an agent of the Queen, is also here in a move that surprised them. They didn't realize she would be here. With that, we will get into it. 3, 2, 1.
Bogart is standing in the crowd. I think he's just been talking to some fancy people, and he's recently just acquired a ring. He's kind of just slipped one off the finger of a fancy person, and now he's in the crowd, and he's looking at this person up on stage. I don't think he recognizes the favored one, or who the favored Nimrod, who the favored one looks like. How is everyone else around him reacting to this favored one though? Is everyone like reverent, or like, or they just like, oh yeah, sure.
Thank you. And let me just talk about that ring for a moment.
Oh yes.
Because that's something I failed to mention in my double recap, was that you discovered that a significant ritual was going to be happening around this favored one, this weapon of Gulm. Further inland in a large temple that's scheduled to be happening later tonight. But to be able to access that, you needed to be able to get a ring off of one of the high priestesses of the Zakron cult. And that is what happened at the very end of last episode. You managed to secure that ring, which will allow you entry into the temple. That's what that ring was all about.
We got 2 of them even.
You got 2 of them.
Yes. Yeah. I do not have one yet, if I remember correctly.
So, the people are in, to answer your question, Trubie, people are in awe. There's a combination. Why don't you guys hit me with an insight roll, and get me with an insight roll. Anyone that wants to hit with an insight roll, go for it, and I'll tell you what you know.
Natural 20.
What a start!
Okay,
I'm roll just for the fun of it, but you know.
Go for it. Caustic, what'd you get?
I also got a natural 20. We're gonna see everything and understand all things. Our third eye opens.
A Trey walks by with like cocktail strip. I'm like, ooh, okay. I rolled decently, but I didn't roll a natural 20. So I got a 19. But ooh, cocktail. Oh! I'm gonna grab one of those.
Moriana and Bogart, our eyes just zoom in on every bead of sweat. we can smell every pheromone. We just know what is happening with every person right now.
The mood in the room, people are experiencing different emotions.
Of course.
The weapon herself, the favored one, seems on the surface calm, but there's like a small movement on her hand, of her finger, which kind of belays that perhaps she has some nerves that she is not expressing. The high priestess, whose name is Zaraga, is clearly excited. Her pupils are dilated, her eyes are wide, she's moving around in an unsettled way. The crowd around you is a mixture of some people which are ranging from curious and excited through to people that are definitely afraid, frightened.
Whoa. Bogart, because he's part of the crowd, he settles on awe. He's decided that's how he's going to react. He just goes, oh my, and then just starts to applaud the appearance of the favored one.
Thank you.
Bravo, brava, brava, bravissima.
Monty, what are you doing?
Yeah, I like hearing the clapping start. I quickly just swallow the food I was eating. I start clapping awkwardly with Bogart, excitedly. I'm like a university student who's at a function that has free food. Just like, oh my gosh, this is my meal for tonight. But can I roll more of an insight check on the tiefling as I kind of turn and look?
Focusing specifically on her? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I want to roll an insight on that. Where are we shaking, friend? Ooh, I will never know. That is going to be a 12.
Mm-hmm. And remember, we've got 7, and just to remind you, we've got currently 7 inspires to draw on.
Excellent.
I'm gonna let that one ride,
That's
I
fine.
think. I'm gonna save it for a death saving throw, I think.
Wow. Well, where do you think this is going?
Hey, so sorry, no more information that I already gave you, Monty. Caustic, what you doing?
No worries. It's all good.
Seeing that everyone is paying attention to this weapon, Moriana is going to take this moment, kind of keeping an unbroken eye contact with Takama, and move to now position behind her.
Okay. Without her knowing, or do you not mind her knowing?
I don't mind her knowing. In fact, I'd like it to feel very intentional to her. I'll be weaving in and out of the crowds, hoping that the individuals will be focused on this tiefling instead, this weapon. But weaving in and out, keeping that eye contact, I want her to know that I'm moving towards her at this point. Initially, very hesitant. I don't know why Takama's here. I also feel very unsure because it feels like as if I was not enough, and so another had to be sent in this place. So I'm just really curious as to even the positioning that we're getting in. And so Moriana will kind of work to move behind her and will speak softly enough under her breath, just enough that perhaps Takama could hear in this space.
Okay. Yep, great. So you move behind her. She kind of subtly just inclines her head to indicate that she recognizes that you're there, but doesn't look at you.
Yes. It's interesting how travels really take you all sort of places, isn't it?
Yes. Yes. What are you doing here?
It's interesting. I was about to ask you the same.
I'm working. And
Well-
you're ruining it.
I'm not ruining anything because I am also supposed to be here. Is there something in particular you know you're supposed to be looking for?
That's a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know.
If you're here and I'm here, it's likely that we're both being sent by the same individual. We know this. We should probably help each other out.
Okay. Sure. What are you going to tell me?
I need a ring.
A ring. What kind
From
of
one
ring?
in the high order. Not anyone, just any ring. I need a particular ring. One that will grant me access.
Okay. And
Do you think you can help me with that?
Of course. I always was better at those things.
Oh.
And she...
Bogart and Rubik.
My friends aren't helping me right now.
But I mean, Bogart's trying to give the appearance of looking at the favorite one, but now he is trying to hear this spicy conversation. And he doesn't say so out loud, but in his head he is going, oh.
Oh, good thing they have popcorn at this function. I grab a thing of popcorn and start
Munching away.
All right, and she
Sure.
she detaches herself from you and kind of starts sliding through the crowd. Now, the Zaraga, the head priestess of the Zakron cult, steps into the middle of the onlookers, kind of in front of the favored one, and says, "Wealthy ones of Gulm, this is your chance to show your support for our nation. You've been invited here to do this simple thing, to give generously." She points to the large metal container, it's about 1 meter across, in the middle of the floor, and points to it and says, "Now is the time to show your generosity and your allegiance." And someone detaches themselves from the wall of onlookers, approaches and puts some coins in. Another comes forward, takes off a necklace, and puts it in the large pot. And the wealthy around the room start doing this. Meanwhile, the favored one, who is decked in very simple clothes, no jewelry, completely unadorned, is just looking ahead, not making eye contact with anyone in the room.
Does she seem to be in a daze or just unfocused or uninterested in what's going on right in front of us?
Your incredible insight rolls that you guys got, I'm happy for them to carry over. She's doing that classic trick of someone who's not used to standing in front of a crowd, of finding a spot at the back of the room and staring at it.
Bogart, who is, now that the crowd around him has maybe melted just a little bit and they're going around the pot, he looks up at the favored one on stage and he says, "Got a bit of stage fright there, hmm?" Just to see how she reacts to that.
Who are you saying it to, sorry?
The favored one.
To the favored one. So you say it out loud.
Yeah. I'm not announcing it, but I'm trying to say it sort of privately, not secretly.
Yes.
Oh, suffering a bit of stage fright there, eh?
She looks at you, her eyes dart to you, and she flushes a bit. And then, regains, shuffles a little bit and looks forward again. Moriana. Very quickly, Takama returns. She wasn't away for very long, and her hand slips into yours, a small ring.
Is it the right ring? Or did she just give me a random ring?
It looks like it's the right kind of ring.
Sorry for not trusting her, okay? I just got to make sure. I'd like to, in my testing, I'm not going to look at it, but I'm going to feel it over to make sure, does the signet feel correct? Does it have the weight that a real ring would have? Not one of those plastic quarter ones that you get from, in front of a fast food restaurant.
Got it like a gachapon.
Yeah,
I'm going to bite it a little bit, make sure it's real mint here.
Yes, it feels legitimate.
Okay.
Okay, Monty, you doing anything? Monty, I think you might be muted, my friend.
I am. Yep. Sorry.
Very stuffing of popcorn in your mouth still.
I had to check on my cat. I heard a noise in my kitchen, and I had to go check on it real fast. I apologize.
No problem.
But I did hear everything. I'm gonna munch on some popcorn, and I'm actually going to just to have it in the back pocket. I'm gonna go off to is there a secluded space where maybe people wouldn't notice me as much in the party?
Yeah. Yes. Around the sides of the room, around the walls, it's a large enough room that it requires beams to support part of the ceiling. So there are some columns around the edges of the room.
I'm gonna go kind of near one of those columns and kind of mutter, and I'm going to ritual cast Unseen Servants.
Okay. How long is it going to take you to do that?
It takes me about 10 minutes, and the servant lasts an hour.
Right, it's going to take you. So you start doing that. We'll see if you have enough time to finish it.
You got it.
Okay, great. So that's what you're doing. Thank you. People, the priests have start to move through the crowd. And it doesn't take long for them to come to you guys, up to you. And as they're going, they say, "Have you contributed? Have you contributed?" And they come up to you, Bogart, and Moriana, you're not very far away. And a priest comes up to you, a man, shaved head, and says to you, "Friend, have you contributed to the cause yet?"
So, Bogart wants to just quickly access his memory banks. Is Moriana good at lying?
Not lying in particular. No.
Okay. So, in that case,
It's all on you, buddy.
Bogart says, yes, don't worry. You'll find that me and my wife have contributed, though modestly, we have contributed the best that I can, and he indicates to Moriana, because he wagers he's a bit of a liar.
Indeed.
I will side up behind, kind of looking over just briefly, like behind his shoulder, just to create the unit.
Yeah. And he kind of gives her like a look and maybe like a kind of like quick like sign, like he's like, we're doing the wife ploy. we're doing the marriage ploy.
Okay.
We've got like little football signals that go on.
yeah, we're going into wife gambit, be prepared to move into estrangement.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He says,
Got it.
I didn't see you approach the vessel.
Well, I presume
Well, rather quick. I would like to quickly try to, as Bogart keeps talking, to stealth behind him and appear over his shoulder, because I may not be persuasive, but I am pretty stealthy.
Yes.
I'll make it like, maybe you just didn't see us, is the case I'd like to make.
Showing that you're sneaky. Okay, thank you. Let's have that lie roll, please. That
Yes.
deception roll.
I would love to. 19.
Okay. And he moves on.
And then he doesn't. It's so tempting to thumbs up to Moriana, but they have to downplay things, so he just gives her a significant look.
Hey, so the next few minutes pass by, and the favored one and Zaraga move to the side. People have finished putting money in the vessel, and it is lifted and taken away. Lanterns are dimmed, and a theatrical production is put up on stage. Giving, definitely, Rubik, you definitely have had enough time to cast your Unseen Servant. What are you doing?
All right, I cast my unseen servant. I'm gonna have him on standby, just in case we want to use him for something. So they've collected all the gold and they're leaving the room now. Where's the weapon as the theater production is going on? Do I see where they take the weapon?
Sure. So the money leaves stage left, well, a door that's on the
Nice.
left side of the stage. Zaraga follows, and then the favored one bows her head and begins to follow them as well. A couple of other priests follow too, so a total of 3 priests plus
Okay.
the favored one leave. Everyone else, all the other priests and priestesses are sticking around in the room for the dramatic presentation.
Can I, as the favorite one is leaving, cast message on them?
Yes.
And my message is going to be, if you're in trouble, look out and give a little nod towards the audience.
Okay. So the tiefling clearly reacts to the message, and her head kind of jerks a bit, but she does not do. A frown goes on her, just creases her brow a little bit, but she does not do she doesn't give off the instructions that you gave, and she
Okay.
just leaves and follows, and the door closes behind them.
Okay, that gives us kind of something. All right.
It was only the 2 of them that went behind the door, correct? The rest of the priests all stayed in this room or traveled out with the gold.
3 priests have left with the gold and the favored one. Zaraga, 2 other priests who are carrying the gold,
Okay.
and the favored one. And the door closes behind them. You're now in the darkened ballroom, and the play begins. Cymbals crash, and smoke is released from some cauldrons. And they start this dramatic presentation and it shows the story of 20 years ago, children being born, and one of them, the favored one, and a child is lifted up, and it has, it's a pink child, and it has some horns, whether they're real or whether they've been affixed to the child's skull, and they start talking about the early life of the favored one. That's what the dramatic presentation starts about. What are you guys doing?
Bogart's kind of nodding his head side to side sort of evenly. He's like, they've gone hard on the production side of things. Shame about the acting.
The production, playing the wife. I think we should try to find a restroom real quick.
Yeah, yes.
Sounds good to me.
What was that, Monty? What did you say?
I said, sounds good to me.
Always travel in groups. All right. Restrooms are a very dangerous place. You never know when the toilet will be a mimic.
You say that, and I have some stories to tell with that in D&D.
Oh no. Yeah, Bogart definitely agrees, and he starts looking around for a private space where they could team huddle discreetly.
Yeah.
Consider it done?
Yeah.
You're team huddling, fine.
Oh, great.
You also feel an extra set of like arms and shoulders that are invisible join the huddle as well.
Who is this?
That's Clarence. He's don't worry. He's a bud of mine.
Clarence.
Clarence, I love it.
You just brought someone in without approval? You can't just change up the group dynamic right at the very...
Listen, Clarence is very quiet, invisible, and is probably the person of your dreams, Moriana. But he'll be useful, I promise.
Moriana.
Moriana's face will go flush in a moment, thinking you've pinned her type.
Maybe you can learn a thing or two, eh? Anyway. Right.
So...
we got two things, right? We've got the money that they've just taken out and the favored one, who is a weapon. I know that we're going to make our way to a temple, but dare we try and intercept this situation somehow? No, that money is probably valuable to them. The favored one's valuable to them. Are we going to run interference, or are we just going to let this go by?
Is that a pathway that might take us to the temple? Perhaps this was much more efficient than we might realize. Does it seem like that might be like the direction in the exit that they took, that they might be heading toward a temple considering the very religious nature of their activities?
And further to that, I can't remember, do we have some notion of whether the temple is nearby or is it very off-site?
I'm pretty sure that that Moriana's contact in the last episode, who was named Inaria, I'm pretty sure that she gave you the location of the temple, which is just further up the hill within the town.
Okay, but so not
here.
Okay.
Not here.
And so we could go to the temple, but we might have some extracurricular activities in the favored one and a large sum of gold being here. Okay.
Well, think about it like this. I mean, we could stop the money, but what stops them from hosting another event like this? The favorite
Money
one
can
is
always be made. You're right.
there's too many rich people here. Yeah. I kind of like make a face. But there's only one favored one, and maybe it's more dangerous, but at least that's a surefire way to make sure this whole thing doesn't occur.
Was anyone
It
else?
certainly will be more noticeable, though. I mean, sure, the favored one didn't seem to favor her position, but should we take them, they will be missed.
I thought we were gonna
clear
like.
exit.
I thought we were gonna like, but I guess we could say.
What? You know what? I appreciate how you think. It's very conclusive to its ends.
I wasn't saying I was gonna do it. It's just like I sent her a little psychic message, and I asked, hey, are you in trouble? And there was no reaction, which could mean one of two things: either she is like okay with this arrangement, or she is like a puppet and is like very, 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 very puppety right now, like a super puppet. I don't know what there's got to be a word for it, but it's not coming to my brain right now.
Most people aren't used to voices talking in their heads as an idea.
Really?
Yeah, they're
Oh.
just.
Gosh, and here I thought people had consciences. Shake my head a little bit.
There is a difference when you have your own internal monologue that's going. But imagine if I popped in your head and told you what to do. Do you think you would respond as well?
I feel
One, you'd
like
probably
that
be
is
amazed
what
that I
you
have
do,
that technique,
only
actually.
out loud.
Yeah, you do it enough out loud,
Yeah.
but I mean, hearing you in you know what, there should be a term for that. Hearing someone outside of your brain and inside. I think I'm gonna call it stereo. It just seems to work. Hearing someone in stereo. Yeah. I'm gonna add that to my book. I'm gonna write that down.
We
Okay,
had
anyway,
this
we're getting
publish it
conversation
afterwards,
about
yes.
audience.
We're getting distracted right now. I mean, we have two options. I mean, maybe we have both options. Maybe we can find both of them, but that's all luck. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm running a little dry. But I do have Clarence, who's here. I high five an invisible hand.
Perception rolls, everyone.
Oh,
This one.
Perception rolls, everyone.
a 7. It's not great. It's not great at all.
Not stellar. Perception. 8.
I'm gonna use one of our inspos then.
I like that idea.
Yeah,
Trubie, what'd you
yeah.
get?
Natural 1.
Yeah, we're using an inspo. I'm gonna steal one inspo. That only bumps me up to a 10.
Wow. Okay.
I'm going to
Monty,
use
are
an
you gonna
inspo.
Yeah,
You
I
want
was
me
like,
Okay.
this is for
seems
perception,
like an-
right?
Perception.
yeah.
Oh, I could, but I only have a +2 to it. Chat, I don't want to beg for subs and bits right now, but your boy could really use some bits and subs right now.
What'd you get, Trubie?
I've got a 15.
A 15, I think
after
that-
inspiration.
Nice. Hey, Trubie,
Yes.
after using two of the 7 inspirations for a perception roll,
Right? Yeah,
you see at the back of the room, you see Takama slipping out. Slipping out of the back of the room, and the door quietly just closes.
And as soon as Bogart says that, he kind of looks down and under his breath he goes, "Your friend's left."
What? I would like to make a mad dash towards that. I'm not even concerned about looks at this point. They're all probably entranced with the play about the young tiefling.
And you just need to quickly say, Belax? If I'm hoping saying your name right, thanks for the subs. It's very generous. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, so Maury starts heading towards the door.
Yes.
Rubik and Bogart, what are you guys doing?
Bogart goes,
Okay. Oh my God, she just ran in. Okay, I'm gonna send Clarence. Clarence is going to run, and as Moriana gets to the door, Clarence is gonna silently open the door for her, so that way she doesn't have to do it herself, and that way she can just slip in. And I'm going to kind of point towards Bogart, and I'm gonna go, okay, I guess we're doing this thing, and I'm gonna just very much change my face to be like, oh yeah, this is absolutely where I need to be, and I'm going to kind of be talking with Bogart and kind of bow and lead him into through the already opened door, following after Moriana.
Okay, the three of you, you're not doing this stealthily, you're just dashing for the door.
Yeah, I mean, if Moriana
Yep.
has, then yeah, for sure.
And as you leave, you hear the play is talking about her training. The play on the stage, they're talking about her training, her training and rituals, and you sure you hear the word undeath as part of the dialogue. As you reach the door and you open the door, Moriana, you're the first one to the door. You reach it, you go through. Rubik, the door is opened. You go through, and so does Bogart. What are you guys planning on doing? What's your intention with all this?
Yeah, Bogart's main eyes is trained on Moriana. He's just going out because his buddy's gone out. What's happening?
We can't let her escape. She knows something else. I know it. And I'm going to try to catch up with Takama to at least reach her hand or continue to follow her if I can't keep up.
Great. Chasing! Ooh. She looks over her shoulder and she sees you and she starts to sprint away.
No!
Oh my God.
Are you
booking
kidding me?
She's booking it. She is booking it. And so the way that chase scenes work, if you haven't seen a chase scene on our channel, you each have 5 free rounds of chasing plus your Constitution modifier. So just tell me quickly, what are your Constitution modifiers?
Yeah. +3.
0.
Maury?
Oh gosh, not this again.
2.
2. Okay, the first thing, go for it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set up a. She's not really far ahead of you,
Good.
but she is ahead of you. And the 3 of you. Oh my goodness. Maury, you're in front. Rubik.
Cool.
And then your friend is at the front. I need to find a model for her. So before we go, just come back to us for that for now. So Trubie, roll a 20-sided dice, please.
I will roll a 20-sided die. 5.
5. A 20-sided dice. That's a dex thing.
Whoa.
Okay, as she's going through the hall, she leaps over some tables and throws some chairs on the floor. Everyone needs to make a dex saving throw
Yes.
or you get left behind.
Whoa.
She does it, no problem. She makes it no problem. What do y'all get?
18.
Oh!
20.
Yep, go ahead.
22.
Oh, I was almost a natural 20. This is a acrobatics check.
Yeah, acrobatics check.
9.
9! Uh-oh. Okay. We're gonna extend our... And Rubik, you fall over, you trip over the... You definitely trip over.
And as we're running, Bogart shouts out to Moriana, be careful, we've left the short one behind.
It'll be fine. Leave a scent or something.
And I have realized that in my worry about Jason not being here, I didn't get my minis ready. So I've got them now. Okay, and round 2. Caustic, hit us with a 20-sided dice, please.
Okay, I've got that. And 20 sides are
20
needed.
sides.
That is an 18.
18. Nothing. It's just a straight corridor. So that's round number 2. Straight corridor. There's no change in the movement, but it's an extra turn. Round 3. Rubik, roll a 20-sided dice.
All right. Am I applying anything to... I'm having such terrible rolls.
No, you don't apply. This is just a random encounter generator.
5.
A 5. Cool. That's a charisma check. There's a whole bunch of servants that have gathered around that are blocking the door, and so what she does is she goes through them and she tells them to get out of the way, and all of you will have to try to find and justify to me how you're going to get past this gaggle of servants who are preparing food. There's a pot of fondue, they're chopping up bread, and they're blocking the way, and that's what so everyone has to be a charisma-based thing unless you can convince me of something else.
No, Bogart's gonna go, okay, diaphragm. Move! And wants to try and intimidate them out the way.
This is beautiful. Very intense.
Okay.
I would like to add to that as I'm running forward down this. I'm sick. I'm gonna vomit. And I'm gonna put my hands over my mouth as if trying to keep whatever I have from staying in.
All right, yours is a deception roll then, and Rubik, what are you doing?
Oh my god. So there are people with trays of food?
Yeah.
Gosh, what am I gonna do here? I'm going to have Clarence, who's running with me, grab, kind of part the seas with trays, grabbing one tray, and then I'm going to mage hand and grab a different tray just to part the trays away from my allies, so that way it kind of clears the space if that's possible.
I'm going to allow you to actually make, in that case, yours can be, let's be kind and say it can be an Arcana check for you.
Ooh, nice.
Okay.
Okay, what'd you guys
My
get?
rolls have been going. I appreciate it a lot.
10.
A 10.
I used
Okay.
an inspiration as well.
You used an inspiration and you only got a 10. Okay. What did Moriana get?
21.
I got a 14.
Ooh.
Nice. And what'd you
Pretty
get,
good
Rubik?
with a -1.
Rubik got a 21.
Rubik, you did so well. You gain. Sorry, your move. And so when Bogart shouts, "Move!" you just kind of freeze them. You freak them out, and they kind of just like deer in the headlights.
Oh, too much.
And they kind of get in the way. And you have to kind of push your way through.
I'm sorry. All right.
But the rest of you guys do well, and you gain on her.
Ooh.
Okay, we're back up to round 4. Rubik's gonna get tired pretty soon. Trubie, back to you. Roll a 20-sided dice.
All right, here comes a 20-sided die, and it's a 2.
A 2. That's another dex. Another dex 1. Okay. Window. Window vaulting.
Yeah.
She comes to the open window. She vaults over, past the shrubbery, rolls, and gets up. Okay, that's what you all need to do. A dex save. She stumbles.
Oh.
Ha! Ha!
Bogart wants to leap like a cougar. Oh no.
You're
God.
always terrible at jumping. You got short legs.
Imagine as you say that, the camera pans behind you. It's just Rubik going, he just starts crying.
19.
Booyah! Cool.
I feel terrible now. 25.
Nice. Okay, Rubik, what'd you get?
Oh, right, I can roll. Here we go. Is this a dexterity saving throw? What
Yeah,
is this?
dex.
Am I applying anything? That is terrible. That's gonna be a 6. I keep rolling 5s and 6s. Please help me.
Look how far
You've
Rubik
got
is
this.
behind.
It's okay.
I'm crying because I thought Maury just said something mean to me, and I'm like, that was really mean. I'm trying my best.
Round 5, Maury, roll a 20-sided dice to see what happens next.
So I shall. The one with 20 sides shall be rolled, and it gives nat 1. What does that mean?
A 1? No, it's not a nat 1. These are just random
Okay, good.
determiners. Okay.
Good. Well, sometimes like the 1s and the 20s are big deals still, but I'm glad.
But not in the chasing random things. Basically, 1 to 10 are things, and 11 to 20 is just open space. And so what she does is there's a wall in front, and she climbs up and vaults over the wall to get out of the property.
I'm sorry. When did Takama become Spider-Man? This is very.
This
Just gotta shimmy up this wall.
So everyone needs to make an athletics roll, unless you can convince me of something else. She succeeds.
The wizard has to make an athletics roll.
Come on, baby, you can do it.
Okay. Roly.
Can I?
What did I do?
Could I parkour this? Like, it has to have like a corner somewhere, and I'd like to I'd rather go for acrobatics and like bounce off of one wall to another, kind of flipping and doing that cool feet thing that parkour people do as they go back and forth.
Yes, but the difficulty is going to be higher.
Okay, all right. I hope that's worth it.
I'm gonna use another inspiration.
Burning them, I love it. Okay, cool.
Oh yeah. This is strength. Or,
Yes.
Great. 21.
Booyah, easy peasy for you. Rubik, what'd you get?
5.
But Bogart just wants to run up this wall like a tiger. He just wants
Can you just run through the wall? Is that the technique you'd like to go for today?
Do I think I could run through the wall?
You cannot.
Perfect Bogart shape in the wall.
Okay, and Moriana, what'd you get with your parkour?
12's not good enough, is it?
No,
So,
it isn't.
We have an inspo still?
You've got an all you guys, look, we've got, because the generosity of our viewers, we have 12 inspirations, only 4 of them have been used. You can burn them.
Okay, I would like to. Like, this is going back a long time in my childhood, so this is important to me.
Sure. What'd you get?
That one.
Oh.
And those are the
Curse my ambition!
Those first 5 inspirations were thanks to our viewer Rectum. Thanks so much. We love it. Hey. So, what it means is, for Rubik, you've done so badly, you haven't even gotten over the fence. At least the other guys have. And the road is in front of you, and all the carriages waiting to pick up people are, with all the drivers are all in a row. And so what she does is this turn, this is going to be an animal handling roll. She jumps on a horse and starts to skedaddle.
Woohoo!
So, Rubik, you still need to make an athletics roll or some other way of getting over that hill, over the wall.
Oh my god.
But the other two, if you want to chase on horse, you'll need to do an animal handling roll and grab a horse.
Oh, you bet I want a horse.
All right. Rubik, what are you doing?
Oh my god. I am like, you know when you climb over something with your stomach and then like you fall forward and then like fall on your back, like you're jumping over a chain link fence or something, and it's just like you kind of lift yourself up. Yeah, I rolled a 2. So I flip over and I land on my back.
Oh no. And on top of that, this is round 6, so Rubik, you need to make a constitution roll because exhaustion is starting to set in for you.
Alright.
I'm using an inspiration.
Oh my god, dude. I don't know what I did. Why? I got a 3. That's a 3.
Which means that you will have one level, you are now tired.
Exhausted?
It means, yeah, so, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not pushing it. I'm gonna just sit down on the floor and be like, hey guys, you guys got this. I'm okay, I'm just gonna,
What'd you get, buddy?
11.
11? Okay, that's adequate. It's not good enough to get the horse in one round.
Right.
11 is not good enough. And what'd you get, Moriana?
On that
Animal
one?
handling? Yeah.
Did I have any consequences with my nat 1?
The nat 1, I thought when did you get a nat 1?
Because I couldn't climb the wall. That was my re-roll of not being able
Oh
to
no
get
no
over
no!
the
That was
wall.
because you were doing it was advantage. It was so we
Oh,
kept
okay,
your
that's
we
how that
still
works,
kept your
okay.
other, so I kept your other one. It just wasn't very good.
Okay, good. Okay, I'll take it. That is a 12 then.
A 12. All right, Moriana, you and Takama are the only ones on horseback.
Oh my gosh, I made it enough. Here we go. I know how to ride a horse.
Bogart got an
I know what I'm
11,
doing.
so you were just shy. Okay. Rubik still hasn't even climbed over the wall yet, and is starting to feel exhausted. As Takama kicks into the flanks of the horse and takes off into the streets. So here's what happens. So Rubik, if you want to continue with this chase, you're gonna need to either go find a gate or try to climb over or do something else or just acknowledge that you're out of the chase. Bogart.
I
Yeah,
only
go
have
ahead. What do you?
3rd level spell slot left, but I also Oh no! Sorry, I'm just lamenting right now. I'm sweating.
You're doing great.
Bogart,
great,
you
sweetie.
still need to get on the horses if you want to follow the horse chase.
So as Bogart is kind of fumbling with the bits and the
Girdles?
and the
Yeah.
saddles and things, he sees Moriana just rocket past him, and as he sees her taking off after Takama, he's like, this is her quarry. And so Bogart actually goes back to the wall and he's gonna try and help Rubik after. And so what Bogart wants to do now is he's gonna trust Moriana to actually catch Takama, and he's just gonna make sure that Rubik and himself are there.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
And will eventually catch up.
Okay.
So Bogart just basically wants to reappear like over the top of the wall and like kind of lean down and be like, "Need a help, short friend?"
I look up and my eyes twinkle and I go, Bogart.
The hero.
And then there's a halo around it.
Yes, that's right.
Twinkly.
There's a little bit of mist in the air, and so the lanterns that are on the top of the fence, the wall, catch it.
Yes.
And you have this kind of gluminosity
I want to look like Armstrong from Full Metal Alchemist. Just in these anime references.
Yes.
So cool.
And then kind of like help Rubik get over the wall.
Excellent. So while you guys get over the wall, Moriana, is horse chase time.
Moriana.
Mori, hit me with the 12-sided
Yeah.
dice. 20-sided dice. 20-sided dice.
20-sided dice. And I'm rolling. It is a 3.
3 is another dex thing. So she
Cool.
skittles around, is dark through the dark streets, and the first thing is getting out and around through horses, and there's like some carriages in the way, so it's going to require another animal handling roll to be able to get out. But well, yeah, it was just pure animal handling. No. Just deciding. Yeah, I think it
what
just.
should I mix together?
Yeah, straight animal handling is fine. I think go for it.
All right.
Oh, I get a 16.
Dirty 20. I will name my horse Chantel, and we will ride through the streets of darkness.
You gain on her. You're only 10 feet behind her now. Your horse is, excellent. I'm going to roll another 20 to see what the next obstacle is.
I am afraid. Luck runs out very quickly on this show, I've learned. It's a 2.
A 2. Okay, this is 2 is equivalent of strength, which means in the context of animal handling, it's a jump.
Oh, great.
All right. So it's another animal handling roll, but the horses are doing a jump. And so coming around the corner, what she does is she directs the horse towards a hedge and jumps over the hedge to go across another one of these mansion's lawns. Do the animal?
Who the heck put all these hedges out here? Seriously.
17.
Oh, dang it. That is a 9.
A 9. You get stuck in the hedge. Make a strength roll to stay on the horse.
Okay.
Take an inspiration. Take all of them.
It's a 12 again.
12. You fall off the horse.
No! Ugh, are you kidding me? In this moment of frustration, now that I have been dehorsed, which is embarrassing in and of itself, can I pull out my longbow and just take aim, especially since she is now taking the distance on here, and I'd like to focus on just getting like her bottom, like her hip, her leg, something.
You want to
that'll
clip
make
her.
Flinch to the side. Yeah.
Okay, you're going to spend the turn aiming, or you're just going to take a shot?
I'm gonna take the shot. I'm not focused at this point. I'm just upset.
Shooting
Are
from the
you
hip.
kidding me? Chantel has failed me.
And as her horse, as Takama's horse, gallops across the lawn and vaults over another hedge, your shot goes off. Go for it.
Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes! I was really worried about a moving target. I don't know how this would play out.
How much are you trying to just clip her, or are you trying to actually shoot her?
I don't mind if this arrow gets stuck in her leg.
Okay.
It's gonna be for full damage of 12 points.
And as it goes over, and she looks over. She needs to make an animal handling roll to stay on. I'm sorry, she does, but she looks over at you, and the horse is gone.
I'm telling on you! I'm just yelling that out at the distance. A small petulant child.
Meanwhile, Rubik, Bogart, you've been helped over, and all around you, the kind of the drivers of the carriages are kind of backing away, going and looking at you askew, askance. What are you two doing?
I see that happen, I look towards Bogart and go, your mistress is very impulsive. I don't know if I'm really meant to be a servant at this point, you know? She's just so, I don't know. I might think about putting my resignation, you know?
And then Bogart will just kind of hold Rubik by the shoulders and say, there's a time for impulse and there's a time for discretion. You both have your place in this team.
Woo! Very wise.
And then,
Right.
and then,
Did you read that from a script or something?
And then he kind of folds a script back into his pocket and he's like, right, yes, okay, yes. I knew the wise words of the bard would help me someday. And then as he says the word team, he like kind of scans around for Moriana, but he's just like, I really don't know where she's gone.
Mori's gone, but the double gates that lead to the stables open up, and a very nice carriage comes out of the stables and starts heading away from you, down the lane. It is a very fine carriage indeed. Okay. And inside the carriage, there are some lanterns lit, and you see the profile of a pink tiefling.
Ooh, I see you. And then Bogart wants to make bulgy eyes at Rubik, and then look at that carriage that's kind of passed away. He goes,
Oh yeah, let's move.
yeah. And what is... my instinct is to kind of just look for any of these horses and carriages unattended. Is there somebody not? Is there a carriage not being tended to right now?
I'll tell you what. We can use one of the inspirations to say that it is.
Okay, great.
Because the whole idea is the inspiration is spy's luck.
Cool.
Right?
Yeah.
Because everyone knows that whenever Jason Bourne needs something, it's right there.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Conveniently there,
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, in fact, it turns out that one of the drivers is relieving himself against the bushes very close to our friend Moriana. Near the bushes that she tried to vault over.
Oh, okay. Yeah, gotcha.
And
okay.
he's abandoned his carriage,
Yeah.
which has it's a 2-horse carriage. He's abandoned it. He's off.
Okay, great.
Watering the bushes.
Yeah, and then Bogart is just going to go over to the carriage, and he's just going to kind of assert himself acquaint himself with the reins, and he's like, okay, yep. Rubik, are you coming aboard? Are you gonna?
Yep, I'm already in.
Yep, good. And then he looks behind him and he's like, oh yes, hello, Rubik, yep. And okay, and then he's gonna whip the reins, and he's like, okay, Moriana, I'm trusting you to catch up somehow. and then whips the horses and just tries to get this thing moving.
Very good. Moriana, what you doing?
Exhausted, pissed, and just wanting to get back on track. I'm at least going to head back towards the temple. All right, I knew that was a touch point that we wanted to get to, so I will head up the hill towards this temple on the hill.
Great. And you've got the horse still. You came off the horse's back, but it's still there.
Yeah.
You can get on the horse.
I'll take Chantel. Come on.
Nice. So, Rubik and Bogart, let's talk to you for a little while. The carriage has headed off into the dark streets. Passes out of the lane, this narrow lane at the back of the mansions, and then into the streets of Gulm. Do you want to describe to us, please, how you're doing this? Is it stealthy? Is it bold? Are you trying to overtake them? Are you trying to stay in the distance? What's going on?
Yeah, trying to trail at an inconspicuous distance. I guess my first question is, like, are we being watched? Are they watching for people tailing them? Are there any?
Okay.
Can I discern?
That's what you're wanting to do? Great, thank you. So you can make a perception roll for that. And Rubik, what are you wanting to do through this?
Oh man. Oh god. Yeah, we're trailing them. I'm trying to think, what do I have in my little book of tricks here? I'm just gonna keep an eye out too. I can't really think of anything else to do, so I'm just gonna keep an eye out as well, just to see if we're being watched too.
Sure. Both of you make your perception rolls then.
12.
Ooh, natural 20.
Oh,
hell,
yes.
Oh my god, thank god.
There we go, Monty.
For a total of 22. There we go. Everything's turning up, Rubik.
Your eyes, they work.
I have special eyes.
Yeah, but
They just dilate into giant pupils.
Oh,
Great, because you guys don't have neither of you have dark vision from memory. Half-orcs
No.
and dragonborn don't have dark vision, correct?
I think half-orcs
I do.
do.
Half-orcs do. Half-orcs do. Okay, cool. Nice. All right. Well, so for you, Rubik, you're pretty sure that the driver of the carriage, as he was exiting, coming into the lane, looked over, to clear the lane, and saw you guys. How much you're being watched or being followed, how much they're alert to your following them. Doesn't look like it. They don't have any kind of footmen on the back of the carriage or anything like that. No one's looking out the back of the carriage. The two priests are on the front of the carriage and they're facing forward, not watching you.
Okay.
So, Bogart, you start stealthily trying to follow.
Yeah, so just make sure that we're always, once they've turned a corner, then we can kind of gain some distance again. So anytime they turn a corner.
I understand.
We never want to be like 2 turns behind them, basically, but yeah.
I understand. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to... It's not really an animal handling, and it's not really stealth in the traditional sense because it's not dexterity. So we're going to make this an intelligence check.
Cool.
We're going to make it an intelligence check.
Okay. Cool. All right. Yeah. 13.
13. All right.
I mean, 13!
Yay!
I got 13!
Wonderful. And you start heading off. Okay, back to you, Moriana. So you're heading up the hill towards where you think the temple might be. Yeah?
yes. There's no signs, right, that just say temple this way, right? Well, that would be really helpful.
No helpful signs.
Dang it.
Can
Okay.
we use an inspiration?
For there to be a helpful sign?
Who built this town? They didn't put any money into signage, but all in hedges? I don't understand. And I will just take Chantel and we will continue to go upwards.
All right.
This poorly built town.
Nice. All right. Hey. They weren't looking for you. A 13 isn't bad, isn't terrible. Their carriage is making enough noise. But your carriage is also making noise. So I'm going to make a roll for the 2 of them, perception rolls. They need to beat a 13.
All right.
And there's 2 of them. Okay, great. Traveling up the hill, moving up it. One of the guards, Rubik, you can definitely see that one of the priests on the front of the carriage kind of lifts himself up and looks back at you guys. Looks back in your direction as it's turning a corner.
We've been noticed, but steady on, I think.
Bogart nods. Okay.
I have a plan if things go a little south.
That's good to hear, Rubik. Currently, I've got nothing in the tank.
Hey, so, Moria, I'd like you to tell me a perception roll, please.
Okay. Perception roll. Not one. Gosh darn it, how? Why?
No.
Just oblivious. I'm just there mumbling to Chantel this entire time. Like, are you kidding me? There's another hedge. Oh, look, there's more hedges over there. I'm just very infuriated with the number of hedges. And when I can pass them, like, I'll take my dagger and, like, stab them a few times. It does very little in changing the actual shrubbery, but it makes me feel better. So, I don't know. If anyone happens to pass by, I'll just be stabbing some shrubs and talking to my horse.
You know, just Ranger things.
Hey, so
That's how we deal with things.
Just Ranger things.
the temple that you arrive at, and everyone knows that in spy movies, for some reason, people that are separated arrive at the same place at the same time.
Yeah.
That's just the way it works.
Yeah.
So, as the carriage pulls up out front of a temple, and you guys are an intersection behind, lurking behind at the corner, Mori appears behind you as well. The temple itself.
I accidentally can I bump into them in terms of this? I'm not paying attention.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh.
The temple in front of you is on display. They have braziers surrounding the entire building that are aflame. All of the windows are lit from inside by lanterns. You can hear the sound of drumming inside.
Bogart turns to Rubik and says, "Tell me you're an evil temple without telling me you're an evil temple, am I right?"
You are so right, Bogart. Oh my gosh.
Bogart wants to
They need some ominous chanting. I think that'll really pull the whole thing together.
Oh, wow. And,
Oh my god. You know what?
yeah.
Pretty impressive.
Well, I'm just waiting
This
for...
is not the plan for getting in, right? We're not doing the whole
No,
chanting.
It is not. It is not.
And
Wait a
then...
second. Oh, Mori. Okay, it was you.
Moriana.
What do you mean? You were just gonna answer to some stranger? You didn't check that it was me? I'm gonna stab a shrub again a few more times out of frustration. You just see me slightly now unhinged at this point, with probably leaves sticking out of my hair from falling out of that last hedge. Just
Well, we were definitely spotted on our way here. I have maybe an idea, but I'm not sure how well it's gonna work.
what? We kick down the door and just tell them?
What? No. What the?
Oh.
What?
Well, you said that they
What?
figured out that we were here. What's the element of surprise gonna do then?
We don't have the element of surprise, but we don't need the element of surprise. We need the element of distraction. And I give a very bright grin.
I
Because you may not have noticed, but I didn't really put anything inside of that funny little box. But you two did. So, I, being a patron and wanting to show my support, missed my chance to put a thing in the box because of some bad shrimp. And I just had to make sure my offering made it in. And I must see it through. Which, and I look towards the two of them, is the perfect time for two people to slip into the building.
You know, Rubik, I underestimated you. That is a brilliant plan.
That is
brilliant.
literally all you've ever done is underestimate me.
That
for most
is
of the
some
time.
Well,
real,
just
real
a
spy
little.
stuff.
Running isn't your thing.
Yeah, no kidding. I think I pulled a muscle.
And
But this is your thing, the thinking thing.
this is good.
That's-
And then Bogart
yes.
looks kind of like sideways at Moriana and says, "Break the door down."
It wasn't we have no bad ideas here. That's not fair. I will not accept judgment.
Okay,
I'm
no
gonna
bad
let you take
ideas.
Clarence though with you, and I'll have him help you out if I can see him.
And Bogart, as they're about to maybe split up into the distraction thing, Bogart kind of goes over to Rubik and he's like, "I'm really excited to see how you do this." All right, okay, all right. And then Bogart kind of like jabs the thumb and looks at Moriana and he's like, "Look, Rubik's doing it. Rubik's making a plan." It's all...
Yes, we're all very excited. Rubik can make a plan. That doesn't mean all of the rest of us have to dress up and play whenever you want to. Got it?
All right, so what's going to happen next then?
One quick thing, Rubik. Do you actually have anything to give?
I pull out the magic missile quill.
Okay.
I'd say this is worth a pretty penny, huh?
Oh, I forgot. Moriana. I was supposed to give you
Yes.
something.
In episode 2.
Oh, and then I pull out.
I'm sorry. What?
I pull out something, and it might be a mouse, but it also might not be. And it might have a crank, but it also might not. I'm not sure how much of this I'm getting confused with the bomb chews from Zelda, but
None of this is helpful. I am so
I'm pretty
confused
sure
right
it's pretty sure this thing is a bomb chew from Zelda.
Okay, in that case, I know exactly how this works. Okay, so you turn this crank here, and this thing is going to travel a certain amount of distance, and once it's traveled a certain amount of distance, it's going to do something. I think explode.
You don't remember.
I don't remember.
You think okay, an uncertain amount of distance
Yeah.
for an uncertain amount of time.
Yes.
And an uncertain amount of explosion, perhaps? I'm sorry, how am I supposed to work with any of this?
Well, use your instincts. And then he just hands it over to Mariana.
I'm looking
That is
forward
not
to
a
this.
natural thing that people are born with.
This is gonna be a formula.
Not
for
everyone,
success.
but you were.
Okay, guys, what are you doing?
I
We're
look towards
splitting.
I look towards my two companions and go, all right. Well, let's do this, ladies and gentlemen.
So what I presume is Rubik is going to, I don't know, approach people, get their attention, and meanwhile, Moriana and I are going to maybe sneak in through the main entrance. But if there is another entrance that we spot, take that. But if we have to go through the main entrance, then we'll take that, I guess.
All right.
It's a fire hazard to only have the one entrance, right?
There's-
This town seems like they would follow good protocol.
Of course, there's multiple entrances. Every building of this size needs to have more than one entrance. Okay, so you guys are we're splitting the party. Mm-hmm. I love it.
That's always a great idea.
Always a brilliant idea.
Rubik's gonna sneak her way in and cause a distraction and get people to draw attention to herself at the front, while Bogart and Moriana find the side entrance and go in that way.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Really. This cannot go wrong.
Oh, no, surely not.
No.
Okay, and so the scene change. We're going to start with you, Rubik. Let's assume, in the meantime, that Bogart and Moriana, you've located the side entrance. Okay? It has one acolyte resting outside it. So while you guys consider this, our attention goes to Rubik. Rubik, there are stairs to climb, and outside the front doors are two acolytes sitting there with their robes on. What you doing?
So the doors that they're defending is a set of double doors.
Oh yeah, imposing double doors.
Okay. I think if I've lost eyesight of Bogart and Moriana, I'm gonna keep Clarence, the unseen servant, with me actually, so I have him in eye shot,
Okay,
and I'm gonna have him hang out with me.
good.
But I will just briskly and with purpose approach the front door, and without even like kind of acknowledging the acolytes, I'm just gonna try and gently push it open.
Well, this definitely gets their attention, and they say, I'm sorry, there is a very important ritual about to start. We cannot gain you access to the temple tonight.
I know there's an important ritual starting. I'm a fool, a daft fool, and I like lean up against the door dramatically.
They look at each other. Okay, great. And they say, fool or no, it doesn't change the fact that you can't enter the temple tonight because there's an important ritual happening. You need to
but
go
I
home
haven't-
and carry out your devotions at home.
But I haven't given my offering to Tila for the ritual. What if we're just short and we don't have enough and it does not work? It would be my fault. Do you think I could live with the dishonor that would entail?
Okay. That sounds like a performance role to me.
Oh my god. the performance of a lifetime.
Come on.
Okay, they're the same. That's fine. All right, let's do this.
You've got this.
Oh, good. 18. Sorry. Anything that's above a 5 is like a win now. But that's me and
These are the standards we live by.
Well, it's the standards that we started off with because my rolls were under like basically 7 for a really long time.
You've drastically raised your average with this one roll.
Yes.
Hey, well, they look at each other, and one of them seems to be like the decision maker of the two, kind of shrugs, and says, well, show us the item, and we'll take it in.
Of course. And I like kind of stumble through my stuff, and I pull out the quill, and I go, "This is an ancestral quill of my family. It has written many a word. It is quite magical."
He extends his hand for you to hand it to him.
Please, I must make sure that it finds its way to the ritual. I know it might be too much trouble, but please, I insist.
That sounds like a persuasion roll.
Got this. You've got this.
Persuasion. I'm gonna take one of the inspiration because I rolled kind of a 12. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit here.
Okay.
Yes. Excellent choice.
Oh, okay, that was definitely worth it. That is going to be a 19 in total, which is very good.
Okay.
So, yeah, 19.
That inspiration was from Votaria. Thanks, Votaria. And you convinced them. Your noblesse. What's the word when you pretend to be noble? It's a word like that. Anyway, you persuade them. And he says, okay, the ritual hasn't begun yet, but you won't be able to linger tonight. And he opens the door, and he indicates to the other acolyte to follow you in, and the other acolyte, they open the door for you to enter.
All right, I will follow politely. I'll also be kind of sheepish, like, like kind of like admiring all of the architecture and like.
Nice.
Annoyingly, maybe stopping at any sort of iconography of Tila and kind of like paying my respects.
Bogart can sense ham acting in the area.
Is that what it's officially called? Ham acting?
and smiles gently and knowingly. Yes.
Speaking of Bogart and Maury, what are you doing, you two? Rubik, good work
Right.
getting into the temple. That was really good.
Seeing this lone acolyte outside the door, he turns to Moriana. He's like, "So how do we want to do with this one?"
Oh, now we're going to me for ideas because apparently my last idea of just charging in was shot down. So feel free to the smart ones of the group to come up with the ideas. Clearly, she's very sour about this experience.
Okay, all right. Okay, I will take the reins. He looks at this acolyte, and what state are they in? Like, are they watchful?
Yes, they're
Are
definitely.
they asleep?
No. Not even if you use an inspiration are
Okay.
they asleep.
Okay.
They're just standing there keeping watch.
Are they like back against the door? Or
Back
are they,
against
like,
the
a
door,
few feet
looking
from
out.
it?
Looking out. They're not expecting danger. They're just looking out at the night.
Okay, great. No, that wouldn't work. That's.
I pull out the small object that Bogart gave me earlier. This?
Wait, hold on. I think I can get us in without that.
Object.
What's behind the acolyte? Is he guarding a door?
The door. The
Okay.
side entrance door.
Okay, great. He runs up to the guard and he goes.
Did you just steal my idea?
The guard, upon seeing you, pulls out a knife, and says, "Who goes there?"
And he goes. There she is! And points at Moriana.
What?
She's trying to get in. Get her.
Okay, go for it. Make that persuasion roll.
I want to fail. Okay, no.
I'll try to look menacing with
Deception.
like my dagger in hand. I'll stab some of the bushes next to me. I don't know.
I'm using an inspiration. Because otherwise it's a 12.
All right.
Okay. No. Okay, it's a 12. How does it look like it's gone over?
He looks over and he sees Moriana, but he doesn't believe you for
Okay,
a
now
second.
Bogart just goes BAM and punches him in the jaw.
All right, and we go. You don't get any sense of surprise at all.
Why not?
Okay, what's your dex? What's your initiative?
My initiative is +1.
Okay, you're faster than him.
Oh, good. After saying that, it just goes. Nice.
Roll it.
Okay, great. Oh, look. A good attack roll. 16.
You connect with its jaw.
Boom!
Roll the damage. 1d2 plus your strength modifier.
Great. 3.
Total of 3? Mm-hmm. Okay. Ugh! All right. It's his turn then, and then Mori.
Okay.
Because Mori, you weren't really involved in this altercation. He reels for this, and
And it says
just,
bystander.
and then backslashes for you.
Oh,
He gets a natural 1.
that misses.
It misses. It catches on the wood, the stonework near the door. With the door is set in a little bit. It catches on that, and it clatters out of his hand and falls on the ground in front of him. Mori.
I would. And watching this, partially want to hold back for a hot second because I just want Bogart to suffer for a little bit of the consequences of his actions for taking my plan. Are you kidding me? Okay, mock me for the idea of running straight in, and that's what we end up doing. But in a term of coming to clarity and knowing we must do this, I would like to use my dagger as they have this foray and interrupt it with my own hit. Does a 10 hits?
A 10 does not hit.
Okay, I'm gonna try to stab again. Are you kidding me? The shrub was easier to hit. A nat 20 will hit though.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
That's what I'm happy about.
Double damage.
Okay, it's not a lot. So total will be 10 points of damage.
Ow.
I rolled a 1 plus 4.
He's alive,
5
but
and then 10.
he's alive, but not looking good at all. And it comes around to Bogart's turn again.
As he takes a swing at me and the sword clatters on the ground, he has one of those moments where it's like, huh, and then he grabs for the sword, and he wants to, he said this guy's not looking good. Yeah, he just lunges at him with the sword.
Go for it. Go for it.
He uses an inspiration.
We are going through these like crazy.
Natural 20.
Natural 20!
Nice.
That inspiration was thanks to Tabuya.
Thank you very much.
Oh, I like Tabuya.
I like getting criticals because I'm a barbarian and get to add extra damage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a D6 sword?
I actually said a dagger.
Oh,
So it's just a big knife.
okay. So D4.
Yeah.
Okay. Hiya.
Did I say dagger or did I say short sword?
I
Anyway.
thought you said sword, but
All right, that's fine. I can't remember what I said.
It is a 10.
Guys, someone's
And
trying.
then he puts his hand over his mouth.
And he slumps to the ground dead. And slumps to the ground dead, and the door is now unguarded.
And then Bogart looks to Moriana and he says, "Good plan."
Take them and, I don't know, hide them behind a tree or a hedge or something.
And yeah.
Done.
Just get rid of the body. Okay, I've got an idea. Before we go into this, I would like to cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
come over here, and I'm gonna just squish Bogart's face. I don't actually have to do this, but I want to. I just squish his face together. Shut up. And this will give us a +10 to bonus for Dex stealth checks.
Nice.
Is this even a spell, or did you just tell Bogart to shut up?
Don't ask questions you don't want to know the answers to, okay?
All right.
Are you opening the door and proceeding in? Okay, you open the door and proceed in, but our scene changes back to Rubik. Rubik, you are led into the temple, the heart of the temple, where the large vessel of gold is resting. It's resting at the lip of a large rectangular room with columns, dual columns along the side of it. There is, set out on the floor, in the middle of the temple floor, pattern. This pattern has been set out in the shapes, the molded shapes of the sulfur, the brimstone that you saw on the island. In the very center of the shape, with legs either side of some of these sulfurous molded shapes, is the favored one. She has a simple robe on. And around the side, there are cultists of Zakron who are getting ready to begin the ritual. What are you doing?
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. I say, and inside of my head I go, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, why am I here? I could have just stayed home. I've never seen something so magnificent in my life. Where are my friends? This sucks. I just don't know what to say. What do I say?
And the acolyte points to the vessel in front of you, as if this is where you place it.
Oh, okay. I am going to reach into my jacket, and for the first time, I think, I may have done it before, I'm going to use my conjuration ability, my inherent wizard conjuration ability, to make an exact replica of the quill, because I also have Keen Mind, where I can remember details perfectly. And it is glowing purple because it is obviously magical, and I will pull it out, and I will go, and I look towards the acolyte and say, see, it's so magical, huh? And I'm gonna toss it into the thing very carefully. And then the two acolytes are next to me, right?
Yes.
I kind of turn and go, I'd like to pray one more time before I go.
Well, you got a really good persuasion roll, so he believes you.
Okay, I'm going to go down on my knees and I go, oh, Tila, magnificent and all-powerful. And I'm just like literally stretching out like the speech time, just like outside I'm like, your magnificent ever splendor, your power ever awe-inspiring. And in my mind I'm like, where are Bogart and where are they? Just like,
Moriana's on her way. I'm sorry.
Where is Moriana and Bogart? Where are my parents? Why'd you leave me at the cash register? Get the milk! Hurry up!
And my plan was looking real good right now, huh?
Hey, speaking of Moriana and Bogart.
Oh.
Basic, one of you, whoever's at the front, an intelligence check to find your way through the corridors, which are not being... No one's in the corridors because everyone's in the temple.
The main
Basic
event.
intelligence to find your way to how fast you can find your way there. Who wants to do it?
Mine's only a +2. What's yours?
Let's go with you.
Great! No pressure. I roll my intelligence. It's a nat 20!
Yeah!
I know this temple.
And because of your +10 sneaking and that beautiful 20, the very moment that Rubik is saying internally, where are my friends? You reach the door. The door comes ajar, and Moriana and Bogart, you can see Rubik bowed down in front of this vessel full of gold, and you see the temple in front of you.
Would Rubik have an idea that we're here just because, like, it's sensing your unseen buddy, Clarence?
My unseen
Corey?
buddy, I'm currently moving to a beneficial location at the moment.
Okay, great.
So as
Zaragov,
far as I'm concerned, I've been horribly abandoned, and I'm probably gonna die.
Yeah, that's fine. You're good. You're good. This is your prime moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Zaragov begins to monologue.
Oh, yes. Of course. Go on, big bad. Pop off, evil queen.
And Zaragov says, "Favored one, your birth was engineered 20 years ago. A union between your mother and the demon Trisaga. Your training at my own hand is now complete. With this ritual, we send you to Tila to be his bride. You are ready, young one, favored one. The final ritual we now cast on you will turn you into the weapon you have been born to become. As you step, the dead around you shall come to life. With Tila, with you at Tila's side, you will destroy Aratai. As their soldiers fall, they shall follow you. Favored one, weapon of Gulm. And at a sign, the ominous ritual chanting that Monty said that they needed begins.
As it begins,
We will
I'm
take
gonna
our
have-
break.
Ooh!
Oh no!
Oh! Make us think about it, huh? Okay.
I just sit on it now.
All right? Are we happy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Final scene. But we're going to take a 10-minute break first. Everyone, we're going to have a quick drink. We're going to get up, stretch around. We'll see you back in 10 minutes. See you guys soon.
See you soon.
They were fighting.
Hey, how you guys? We're back. I just remembered I needed to put my microphone on.
Good remembering. Good rememberizing.
Good to be. Are we on?
Uh-oh.
Caustic's gone funny.
No, she's back.
She's back. All right, great.
That's my bad. That's my bad.
I liked it when you were blue for that half second. That was cool.
Oh my gosh.
It's doing my cam link's acting up. I apologize. I'm
You're blue
yes.
now.
I'm blue. I'm
Blue.
Hey, so
like a mood ring.
Dutch Dungeons, I know you raided into us a whole hour ago. We were in the midst of things, and I'm sorry we didn't acknowledge you. Thanks for joining us. It's great to have you with us. As always, we love it when you raid into us, so thanks very much.
Hi.
Before we get into the episode, just quickly mention 3 sponsors today. BD&D, who are doing a really cool Kickstarter at the moment, only like a 10 New Zealand dollar pledge to get in, which is like 7 US. It's and so much great content there. We have D20 Collective, who supply us with dice and you with dice, and they give us a discount code. Type in 10 Legends to get the discount code. And our new sponsor for the day for us is World Anvil. So thanks, so guys, for sponsoring us. It helps us very, very much. And to be honest, we couldn't do the show without our sponsors. All right, so we're about to get into this. Yeah?
Oh my gosh.
So, all right. 3, 2, 1, in. All right. If you can see the setup has been set up. If you want to show, yeah. Caustic, you're continuing to go blue a bit. You okay?
I think my
kinda
cam link
flashing
is slowly breaking down.
Look at you.
If my camera freezes, I'll reset it. It's all on my end. But yeah, I'm gonna be changing colors, and there it dies. I just have to reset it like this,
All right.
and then it comes back for a short sec. I'll just keep going, pretend nothing is wrong.
That's
this
fine.
is my high level of stealth coming into play here.
Okay. Okay. So seeing this room, can Luca, can you go to the other one where you can see a full frame of the setup? The other action cam setup. Thank you. Oh, it's too wide. So just go back to the other one, please. Okay, thank you. So in the middle of the room is this pink tiefling, and around her are symbols, which are, as I mentioned before, exactly this shape, and they are made up of molded pieces of sulfur, of brimstone, which cast an eggy, sulfurous odor throughout the entire room. It reeks in here. It is thick. And those take up this circle. And around the circle, there are cultists of Zakron who are set up that have start chanting. This one here is Zaraka, the head priestess. Rubik has just placed the fictitious wand of magic missiles in this vessel and is accompanied by an acolyte. Off to the side, there is a door which is kind of hidden behind this column. And behind that door, we have Moriana and Bogart. That is the scene we have before us. So, you were about to say something to us. You're about to say something to us, MontyGlu, before we went to the break. What were you going to say?
So I guess now maybe I should ask a clarifying question first before I impulsively do something.
Yeah.
Is the circle on the ground, is it like inlay or is it just like kind of drawn out? What would you say the construction of the ritual circle
The construction,
is?
so what it is that these shapes of sulfur, these molded shapes of sulfur, have just been rested on top of the flagstones of the temple.
Okay.
So they're about 20 centimeters high. What's that? About 8 inches high. And these curves and lines, these intersecting curves and lines that have just been laid out.
Okay. I'm just double checking my spell here. I'm mentally going to command my servant to just go and just break the circle. Like, just go on its hands and knees, grab like an armful of the sulfur and just yank it from the circle and break it.
Okay. The chanting begins. Your unseen servant goes, grabs a piece of brimstone, and drags it from the circle. There's a gasp by Zaraga, and she turns, looking for the only person who's not supposed to be there, which is you, Rubik. You're the only thing that could possibly be going wrong in this. And she says, what are you doing here? And...
well, I'm taking this, and I grab onto the vessel of gold, and I cast fly on myself.
Run away! I love it.
And you launch yourself into the air. I think
it's heavier than I thought. Okay.
I think this is
I hug it.
definitely initiates initiative.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Moriana, you're first. What you doing?
Awesome. Perfect timing. It's like my camera heard you say my name. There we go. All right. In this, we're still silent. So I would like us to open the door. Does it seem like they notice when we open the door?
Roll a
Or
stealth
is it
roll.
like, hey, all the treasure's now flying everywhere else?
Hit that stealth roll, plus you get a plus 10 to it.
Yes. That is going to be a 31.
No one's looking
Is it good?
at you.
Is that good enough?
Yeah, no one's looking at you. What you gonna do?
All right, I would like to sneak in, and I would like to position myself right behind our tiefling in the middle.
Okay, so you're gonna run into the middle?
Mm-hmm, yes. Very stealthily, running straight into the middle.
I see that, wow.
While everyone else is watching the rest of the treasure.
Okay, well, you run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, double run into the middle. You get there, but it is impossible for you to not be seen once you're in the very middle of the room. Okay.
That's fine.
Bogart, you're the next fastest.
Oh, all right. Yeah, he says plan A, and then he goes to the door and just runs up behind this guy and just goes BAM with a dagger
Okay, go for it.
against this acolyte here.
We need someone to get you to rage somehow.
Oh, that is 21.
You hit.
Yeah, I do. You silly acolyte. Okay, and that is 3 points of damage. Oh, it's 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. Okay. Okay, thank you. And Rubik, you're next. Yeah, Rubik, what are you doing?
Okay, can I get a view of the map? Is that possible?
Yeah, we'll pull up the map. There we go. Poor Caustic,
no.
you're having problems.
Oh, your thing is really freaking out.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna leave it off for a hot second.
Okay, do what you need to do. Go for it.
Reset my camera.
Yep, sure.
But I'll be here. I'm still talking.
Okay,
All right.
Monty, go.
I have the vessel.
Yes.
I am going to. I see my companions arrive, and I am going to fly behind. Ooh. Can I be put kind of on the other pillar? If that red priest-looking individual is like kind of to the north, like where those two statues are, is northward.
Yeah.
Could I go like kind of between the two pillars, north of Bogart, like not next to him, but to the pillars?
Yep, for sure, definitely.
There.
Yep.
And I will actually take. Oh no! I've fallen! Help me! It's like the chase sequence all over again. I will. So I have my full turn, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I will cast Firebolt
Yeah.
on one of the weaker-looking people, if that's okay.
All right, fine. I don't know how you're going to tell who looks weaker. I would say
Probably
anyone.
the people who brought me in. They looked kind of like the schmucks.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm gonna,
There's one schmucky-looking guy here.
yeah, I'm gonna aim a Firebolt towards him with
Roll
my
it.
action.
Go for it.
Natural 20!
Yeah.
What? I wish I could have gotten that on like a big boy spell, but it's a cantrip. Which means actually this could actually be pretty bad for this guy. 1 second. That is going to be Dice.
That's 4d10.
That's 4d10. Oh my god. I rolled really high too. Is this like the redemption arc? Are my dice like, oh, are bad? Let's fix this. Sorry, I gotta do math here real fast. Apologies. It's gonna be that. Oh my god. If this guy doesn't blow up, I'm scared of him. Sorry, math. 6. It's gonna be 3, and it's gonna be 33 points of damage.
Whoa!
And
I rolled a 9 and 8, a 9 and then a 7 on the 10s.
I called him Guide Gary. Guide Gary is gone.
Oh my god, dude was like one day from retirement. I'm so sorry. I like wave my hands and go, oh my gosh! And with my bonus action, I'm gonna have my unseen servant because I can mentally command it as a bonus action. I'm gonna have him carve up more of the circle. I'm just gonna have him keep messing it up more.
Okay.
So that's what he's gonna do for a bonus action, and with the rest of my movement, I'm gonna hide behind that pillar because I'm scared.
Right. You hide. Perfect. A very good turn. It is now their turn. Zadaga says, kill them! And points a finger at you, Mori.
Counter argument. Don't. That doesn't work, does it? Okay.
She's got a point, you know.
That's a very strong argument.
We're gonna talk this out a little bit.
And says, hold. So make a wisdom saving throw as she tries to hold person on you.
Oh no. How does a 12 do?
A 12 does not do it.
Oh no.
Okay. Ugh. Dang it.
So you are held, which means attacks against you have advantage.
Cool. That's great.
And do extra damage as well. Well, 2 of them step carefully over the brimstone pieces of the thing, and they both attack you with their daggers. One still misses, but the other one definitely hits. Doing, and they do critical damage. On does minimum critical. Actually, I'm told wrong. I read the number wrong. 5. Only 5 hit points damage to you, though. Remarkably.
Oh. Okay.
Bogart. The cultist in front of you reaches out and grabs you and says, "By Tila," and tries to grab you. Gets a 13.
Oh!
Does 13 hit you?
Bogart goes, "Wah!" Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Bye, Tila. As in, goodbye, Tila.
And 2 other cultists, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, run over. How high are you in the air?
I'd say 15 feet up in the air if the feeling allows for that.
Okay. One runs over to you, sees you up there, and casts an incantation, a benediction of Tila. Ah! And darkness comes out of his hands and bursts towards you. Will a 24 hit you?
Absolutely.
As this necromantic blast hits you, tearing energy away from you and doing 13 hit points damage to you.
I will never survive. Ow.
You're doing great.
Let me roll concentration for fly.
Yep.
Okay, I still have maintained concentration on fly, but ow, I am reeling from that.
And that is, and then the last one, Grim Reaper guy. Grim Reaper guy runs up to Bogart with his dagger and slices for you, which is probably his worst possible attack, but that's okay. Gets a 9.
Miss.
Misses terribly. Moriana, you need to make another wisdom saving throw to be able to shake off this.
Okay. As it turns out, it is a 14. It's a little better, given that my
14.
camera is not. I've clearly been held. Okay.
14 is not what you need.
Dang it! Again! still stuck. I would like to use these moments though. Like my face can still move, right?
Uh-huh.
Or am I paralyzed? Yeah. So I'd like to look over at this tiefling. You don't have to do this. You can help us. You can get out of here.
All right. You're going to try to persuade her, huh?
Yes.
All right. Okay. All right.
With my natural persuasive skills.
With your so persuasive skills, I tell you right now, she has been trained from infancy for this role. I can't see. Oh, hit me with a natural 20, and I might consider something.
No, that's fair. And I see this as like a long game.
Okay. All right. You're working on her.
Because it's a
Slowly
6.
brain motion.
No, wait, sorry, it's a 4. It was a -1.
Yeah. She's not doing anything. Okay. Bogart.
Bogart sees Zaragar kind of do something to Moriana, and then these other two start to wail on her. And Bogart's like, okay, go. Come on. And then he slaps himself in the face, and then he goes, get away from my wife! and then
So
they
method.
should remember that.
he like
good
punches
method
himself in the face. Go away from my wife! And then rages as a bonus action. Then he wants to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's got 40 feet of movement because he's a barbarian, and as he runs towards Zaragar, he just wants to just run, and then just jump and kind of plank himself in the air and just sail through the air and plant 2 feet into Zaragar's chest and just go boosh.
Great. As you wade through some of these brimstone shapes,
Oh yes.
some of them go clattering and flying and shattering everywhere. You are not making her happy.
Oh, good. I want to make her very unhappy.
And go ahead, make that attack roll.
Yes, I will. I will use this is a reckless attack.
Uh-oh.
So I have advantage on attacks. But any attacks on me have advantage as well. But I think there's a spell going on here, and I'm going to try and break her concentration on
That's right, yeah, sure.
So that is it's a 12.
12 does not hit. She's got armor on.
So as he tries to hit her armor, he just goes boosh, and then kind of falls off it. And then I've remembered that Bogart has an extra attack. So once he's on the ground, he kind of pulls his dagger out. Well, he's got his dagger, and then he just wants to come up and just kind of slash at her.
Go for it.
All right, so here it comes. It's a 20.
What's with all these 20s you guys are getting?
Okay, so that means that I have, it's a critical, so I add another d4. I have savage attacks because I'm a barbarian, and I'm going to add rage damage as well. So it is, I rolled a 4, and a 3.
Wow.
So that is 11, plus my strength is 13, plus my rage bonus is 15.
Wow, very impressive.
Plus it's a magic dagger, so it's +1, so it's 16.
Ow, ow, ow.
Boosh!
Whoa. Now, okay, she's hurt by that blow for sure.
Good.
And Rubik, what are you doing?
All right. I'm flying up in the air. I am going to Jetson's hover over. I have a very long fly speed with the fly spell. I believe I have 60 feet of movement, which is pretty quick. So is that enough movement for me to flip around and flank with my good friend Bogart here?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Just barely perfectly.
Perfect. I am going to do, you mentioned they're wearing armor.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a shocking grasp attack against this individual.
Okay.
So I'll have advantage.
Advantage. Roll it.
All right. I will roll twice. That's pretty good. That is going to be a 19 plus 6, so it's going to be 25 to hit. Advantage.
Pretty good.
That's pretty good.
It's a spicy meatball.
Wow.
All right. And that'll be... Oof, okay, that's gonna be... Oh, I rolled twice. Oh, okay, that's me. 8 plus... that'll be 11 points of lightning damage to them.
Ow,
and
ow.
Concentration check.
Ouch, ouch, ouch. Here comes the concentration. Succeeds, I'm sorry to say.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
As I
about-
shock them, I go, let Moriana go. She may be mean to me. She may bully me. She told me I'm running. I run slow and then I'm short. And there was a point to this, wasn't there? And then I just, they cannot take reactions, however. So if I have any remaining movement, which I don't think I
No,
do,
you
I'd
don't,
cover
you don't.
up, but don't have any of that. But my servant is going to continue to destroy the magic circle. It's just going to absolutely just like take it apart.
Okay, so you don't break your concentration, but we didn't roll to see whether or not Bogart's attack did. It did 16, and that does, and Moriana, you are no longer held.
High five, Trubie. High five.
Yeah! We got our buddy
You
out of
saved
trouble.
your wife.
It is.
I mean, my wife. I mean, Bogart can barely speak now. He's in a
We're handling this very well. This is the ray of sunshine we
We're
needed.
experts.
And Zaraga has a change of attitude. With you two doing so much damage to her in one turn, she says, she shouts out, "Send the weapon now!" And then she casts a custom spell, a Tila spell. And out of her blackness, a necromantic blooming of darkness, plume of darkness billows out. 10-foot radius, catching both of you. You both need to make Constitution saving throws as the warmth and life is sucked out of you.
Constitution, eh?
Constitution saving throw.
I don't know what I did. I guess complaining changed my luck, but I got a 19.
Oh,
Plus zero
yes!
is 19.
Okay, come on.
Which I was expecting to fail at, but holy crap.
17.
17.
If there's a chance to fail, there's always a chance to succeed.
Which means you, instead of taking 18 hit points of damage each, you each only take 9.
And because I'm raging, Bogart is as resolute as a bear as the shockwave comes towards him, and he halves the damage again because he has resistance to all damage as long as he's raging.
So that's only 5 to you.
I see that, and I raise you. I am unconscious.
And you
I'm
fall to
down.
the ground, boom, unconscious.
You said to save them for death saving throws. I didn't think we were serious.
I'm a wizard, and we never got a rest. So I've been struggling along for a very long time. I am made of paper mache and spit and a dream. Okay?
You looked pretty tough. I don't know.
No.
Well,
No.
you guys you've got
But I
3
am unconscious,
inspirations left.
unfortunately. My fly spell is gone.
And you fall to the ground.
Yeah, I'm down. I think I'm just double checking to see if Clarence remains. Oh no, he just stays. Okay, so Clarence is there. He's just vibing, so we have Clarence still.
Okay.
But I can't command him anymore, so he's just kind of standing there.
So the other cultists, Moriana, that are around you, they
Yes.
all take a step back, which means you get 1 opportunity attack on one of them if you wish, because you are no longer
Yes.
held.
I happily will take an attack on whichever one steps away first, like as a warning sign.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm gonna call it
you're gonna regret
Graybeard.
this. Okay. Take this, Graybeard. It is a 15.
Yeah, that hits Graybeard.
Yes. Good. 8 points of damage then.
Graybeard is hurt but not out, and they start working together, casting, and a circle starts glowing on the floor below the favored one. Moriana, you are within the circle. It starts
awesome.
glowing around
where I
you. It
wanted to be.
swirls, swirling, and that is what they do this turn. That is their entire turn. but you can see, Moriana, from where you are inside, that the reality of inside this circle that you're in is different from the reality outside the circle. And you can see like a phasing between the room that you're in and some other place. It's not clear where that other place is, but that's what's happening. Moriana, you're up. No, her turn. The weapon of Tila turns to you, grabs a mace, and whacks you across the head.
Fair.
She only gets a 9.
A 9 does not hit.
No, it doesn't hit.
Are you sure you're made to be a weapon?
Demoralize her.
Moriana,
Can't persuade her. I'm gonna take her down a few notches first.
It is your turn. Do either of you have Arcana?
No.
As
not
a
me.
proficiency?
No.
No. Okay, then you don't know how long it's going to take for this spell to enact. Okay, Moriana, you're up.
Yes. I would like to do something because I remembered that I have spells now. So I would like to cast Silence. Aha! Bet you need words for this to work, don't ya? I'm hoping. Please work. Please let that be the case. Don't just say like the chanting was just for fun to keep them in rhythm or something.
We'll just get them focused.
Yeah, just keep them focused. The words mean nothing. It's just the gestures. It's all interpretive dance.
It's just interpretive glossolalia. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. But it's a 20-foot radius, and I'll have it start here in the middle with me and our weapon, our chosen one, to try to make sure we encompass as many of the
you've got the entire
priests.
you've got the entire circle with that.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Very, very well done. It does not reach you,
Yes.
Bogart. You are just barely outside the circle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. It stops right.
I let out a victory scream, and no one hears it.
But I'm not in the side, so I go, "Rah!" Smash! And take a stab at Zaraga again.
Okay.
And that is a... Oh, I have advantage. Oh, no, I don't. That was last round. Oh, can I do it again? Yes. I'm gonna give myself advantage on this attack and receive advantage on all attacks against me.
Oh, you're doing reckless attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
8 plus 6, 15.
15 is what you need.
Okay, cool. Stab. Blah. 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 6.
Okay, she's still up.
And then I stab again.
Okay.
Great plan.
Good. 21. And that's 8 points of damage.
Oh, she is she's in big trouble.
Then Bogart sees his friend lying down on the ground. I don't even know that he has the presence of mind to administer care because he's
raging.
But I don't know that he even could if he wanted to. So Bogart's thought here, he's just gonna take this person down and get the danger away from Rubik, but he can also see Moriana's in a circle. The worst place to be, in a circle. Okay, great.
That's you.
Yes.
Rubik, death save number 1.
Got it. Ooh, I'm gonna use an inspiration because I rolled a natural 1, and that would be bad.
Oh.
That would be real bad. Thank you, chat. I love you. Thank you for the bits and subs. It's okay. It's a 2, which is just 1 failure, but it's not a natural 1, which is a 2.
God.
Yes, that's true.
Courtesy.
So I'll take that. It's not great.
That was Beliak. Belzex. I don't know how to say your name. I'm sorry, but thanks to that sub, that you just.
Belzac.
Belzac, yeah.
Okay, great, thank you. And now, all right, that is their turn. I don't think Moriana.
Yeah. Are they trying to hit me?
Moriana.
Oh. Yes.
From somewhere, an arrow strikes you. You can tell.
No.
You can tell that the arrow has come from this direction over here. And
It better not.
near the statue, coming out from the statue is your old rival.
No! They can't hear this, but I am screaming.
Oh my god, the lion, the witch, and the audacity of this.
Did Moriana just
Did
rage?
she shoot me with the arrow that I shot her with?
Yes.
It's unsanitary. God, it's worse.
Oh, you're lucky. Another sub's just come in,
Oh my gosh.
and
Oh, thank you, Activia.
she class-wise is a rogue. I'm sorry to say.
Oh no.
That's great. Sneak attack. That's great. That's great.
No.
It wasn't a crit.
How much? Oh, good.
Otherwise, goodbye forever.
Oh, thank goodness. Not a crit.
It still is 16 hit points of damage. Are you still up?
Okay. I am, but I could not take another hit like that. I'll tell you that much. It ain't going pretty.
Concentration roll on your silence.
Right. This will be good. It's a 17. We're good.
You're good. Zaraga tries to grab you and inflict wounds on you.
Oh yeah.
That has advantage against you
Oh,
because
yes.
it's hand to hand.
Yes.
19.
Hit.
9 hit points damage.
Ooh, 5 hit points. Yeah, as she tries to suck my energy from me, bear-like fur covers my arms, and I'm just, holding on, trying to keep my life force in my body and not hers.
And she looks over your shoulder and she says, because you can't see it, you can't see this, Bogart, but Moriana, you can see that the magical circle that's around you is fading fast. Because of your silence, you've interrupted the spell, and it's fading quickly. Zaraga doesn't know that there's silence necessarily going on. It's just quiet, right? Anyway, so she says, "The spell, do the spell!" And the people around are, how smart are they? Their Arcana is good enough. Two of them try to jump on you. Mori, here they come. Daggers.
Great, I'm ready. Built like a rock.
One of them gets a 21 and the other misses completely. You take 4 hit points damage. Oh my goodness, you guys are in big duties.
Okay. And I will roll
Oh my God,
concentration
yeah.
again.
4. It's only a 4.
It's a 2.
Oh!
A 2.
Can we roll with the...
You've got 2 inspires
Yeah.
left.
Oh my god.
do we need
oh,
those
I'm
for the
worried
deep
because Rubik isn't up yet.
Listen, we need to stop this. If I die, I die. I die a hero. We need to
Okay.
stop this ritual.
I'm believing this inner monologue that this is exactly what you would say. I will take the inspo then.
Okay, roll it.
It is an 11.
11 is enough.
It's enough!
It is enough.
I'll take it.
And the chat has just been flooded with 5 more
Oh.
subs.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Oh my god.
Okay, and you shrug it off. That is all of their turn. Moriana, it is your turn.
Oh, okay. In my turn, I would like to attack. Let's go for the head priestess, the woman in charge, yelling all of these orders. I would
Okay.
like to just make a ranged attack at her at this moment, seeing that she's the one who commands them all.
Okay.
I'm not even seeing my friend, right?
Okay, make
I don't
it count.
care. 19.
Ah, I love this. You got two acolytes trying to stab you. You ignore them. You shoot it back. Boom! You hit.
8 points of piercing damage.
And she looks down at the bolt in shock. and collapses to her knees and falls over.
In almost like a slow motion, like that arrow lands without even looking to see if it hits, because I know it does, right? I know it. I take my second action and I pull another arrow out of my quiver and I aim for my traitorous friend.
Pop off, Moriana.
Takama. Okay, roll it. Go, go, go.
Pop off.
14.
14 is not enough. She's got a 15.
Okay. All right. It's a warning shot.
Bogart. She's down.
Okay. She is down.
And then you can see that she falls right next to Rubik. Like her arm rests on Rubik's stomach, and you can see that Rubik is withered from the necrotic damage that hit her and is not moving.
Yeah, Bogart's kind of just like looking furiously at Rubik's form. He's like, oh, well, can I punch Rubik back to life? And he's so furious. He picks up Zarika's body and throws it at one of the acolytes.
I love it.
Yes.
Okay, make us just a strength attack.
Yeah. He says, "Behold your fallen master."
Oh.
Then hefts it with advantage.
You're using
Does
one
that
of the...
do like psychological damage?
Hopefully presenting their dead master has some sort of effect on them. Oh gosh, bad rolls. It's a 10.
A 10 is not going to hit them. And
But I guess I'm presenting.
yeah. Well, that definitely is demoralizing.
Good.
Yes, as she lands in their midst, and they, those that are looking in her direction, which is probably all of them to be honest now, are aghast. Rubik, save number 2.
Come on, you can do this.
I
This
gotta
is your
use another
moment.
reroll. I'm sorry.
Yes, of course.
Thank you, Belizak. I gotta use one more. I'm sorry. I rolled a 3. I'm
Why?
gonna reroll.
No,
Is that okay?
confidence. Think confidently about this.
Be confident.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm using the Inspiro. Is that okay,
Yes.
Vahid?
Yep.
Okay.
Do it.
Oh my god. 6. That's another failure. That's 2 failures.
2 failures, 1 more and you're gone forever.
Oh.
Rubik's illustrious spy career is hanging by a thread.
Oh no.
It just started too.
I went outside for the first time in years, and this is what happened.
No.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
The spell around Moriana and the weapon is completely gone now.
Okay.
The acolytes, I'm gonna roll. In the old days of D&D, you actually rolled morale checks.
Oh.
Oh.
So I'm going to incur that ancient rule and see only 2 of them stay. Fleas. 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 The weapon herself stays strong. She's going to try to hit you, Moriana, with her mace. I get an 8. An 8 is not going to hit you.
I'm telling you, you're not meant to be a weapon. I'd like to purposely. The laughing is definitely in her face.
But you're silent.
Yes, but I'm silent. But she can tell I'm laughing at her. Yes, I'm silent, but she knows that I'm laughing.
You make it really obvious, like clench your belly, like.
And Takama, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Where's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Runs over to where Rubik and the fallen pot of golden things is, right? And grabs something from it.
Oh.
And that is her entire turn.
Oh.
So that is her turn. And we're back to the top of the batting order. Moriana. What are you doing, Moriana?
I see my friend trying to go for this. I'm staying focused. I do not care about the Chosen. I specifically look at the Chosen one, and then I aim for Takama instead.
Okay, all right.
I do not see you as a threat. It is a dirty 20.
Oh, you hit her.
Finally! That is going to be 8 points of piercing damage for that first hit.
Well, you heard her bad last time. You got 13 on her, so she's on negative 21 now. That doesn't dispatch her, but she is badly wounded. And you can see she has a necklace in her hand with a large sapphire at the bottom of it.
Is this one?
He's running.
As he
Right.
ran past me.
Yeah.
May I take my second attack?
Oh,
real
you
quick?
got 2 attacks. Yeah, okay, go for it. Go for
All
it.
right, I'm going to hit her one more time, just for the sake of it. Now I feel cursed. If I miss, this is all your fault. It is a 25.
Okay.
This ain't ending. This is not ending yet.
Well, you hit her, definitely.
11 points of damage.
Oh, she is so close. She's so close, but she's not gone.
That's fine. That's fine. And I'm at that one. I'm looking at the Chosen one while I'm shooting this. Don't
Nice.
Get to you next.
Bogart.
I'm playing the long-term psychological game here. Okay, that's it.
The one that ran past you.
So the one that ran past me, I want to like grab him as he is running past,
Yep, no problem.
and then I want to just like kind of arc him over my head and slam him down into the ground right next to Rubik, and just put him like here.
Okay.
And then I want to say to this person that I've just slammed next to Rubik, I just want to go, heal my friend.
Oh, I see where this was going. Aha.
Big brain.
Okay, make that roll.
Okay. It's good, but I want to see if I can do better. I'm going to use an inspiration.
Okay.
We'll take the first one. 16.
Is good enough.
I'm just like, heal my friend.
Okay. And now let's see how that intimidation works, and you can have it at advantage because do an intimidation roll at advantage.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. You're good at this. Oh, yeah. 23.
And he instantly starts extending his hand.
Yes.
Rubik, make your roll.
You just need to survive this one round. You just need to survive.
I know. My rolls have been a roller coaster today. I gotta use a reroll. I gotta use one.
Come on.
That is my third 3 in a row. Please.
How?
Please, not my boy, not my sunshine boy. Oh my god, this is so close! Oh, it's an 11!
That was the best you
So
could do.
unnecessarily stressful! Oh my god. I'm trying not to swear right now to be a good bean on this channel, but I want to swear so bad right now. Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh my god, my heart's pounding.
The number of bad rolls you have had to get you to this point is amazing. I'm
my
so
God.
glad you're alive.
I rolled so many 3s!
You got the
What did
single
I
digits
do?
trophy.
All right. Hey, so
Achievement unlocked.
Oh my god.
the cultist reaches out,
Yes.
touches Rubik, and Rubik, 10 glorious hit points flood into you.
And as soon as he's done that, I just throw him back over my shoulder.
Takama, with the necklace, the sapphire necklace in hand, bleeding, trailing blood behind, bursts through the door and disappears out of sight and is gone.
Can I take my reaction though? Because they left my combat space.
And you are up now.
And I am conscious.
You have a point, you know.
Go ahead. Yep.
You are dangerous.
I have my dagger. I was told to always carry a dagger with me, and I was given a dagger. And you know what? Moriana might have been onto something with it.
I'm so proud of you. Yes.
Let me use my dexterity because
Yep.
it's better.
Yep. Go for it.
That's pretty good. 17.
I had already said that you needed a
Plus
15.
1.
All right. She's on 32. She has 35 hit points. She's on 30. You've taken
Okay.
32 away. She's on 35. I mean, she's on 32.
Okay.
So you need 3.
You need 3.
I need 3 points of damage, so
Yeah.
I would need to roll a 2 or higher to kill her.
So just don't get a 1.
Oh,
I know. Don't
Where's that
say
one
that.
dice where you're rolling threes
no.
for? Just get
Oh no.
I rolled a 4. 4 plus 1 is 5.
Yes!
Oh.
And before she can leave the
As
door,
she turns to run, in a delirious state, I look towards the dagger and I go, well, what do you know? And I just throw it and hit her.
and Takama falls to the ground and starts bleeding out. Now, in the other side, another room, the favored one
Yes.
resigns to her fate and just kind of crumples on the ground and starts to silently sob.
Oh.
You demoralized her.
I broke her spirit.
I am sweating right now, by the way.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna have to
hear
have
you.
a shower after this. I am actually I smell. Oh my gosh.
The final cultists sprint away as well. And all of your opponents disappear into the doors, they flee, and the 3 of you somehow are alive. And the favored one is on her knees in this silent sphere in the middle of a temple of Tila.
Bogart wants to, as his breathing begins to still and the blood recedes from his eyes, and the bare fur slowly begins to recede from his arms, he once again wants to hold out one hand to Rubik to right them again.
Hey, yeah, thanks. I think my ribs are broken, but it's okay. They'll grow back, right?
In that moment, I'll put a hand over the shoulder of our chosen one. Just wait a second. And then out of pure joy, because I witnessed the greatness that you've done, I am going to almost tackle Rubik. You mentioned your ribs.
My other ribs!
You did such a great job. You used your dagger. I'm so proud of you. I take back all the mean things I said of you, and I'm just whipping you around in a circle of frenzies. I'm so proud of you.
You're gonna kill me again!
Bogart kind of
I'm
standing,
just blood on the ground.
like wiping tears from his eyes. He's like, "You did pretty good, Rubik. You did really good."
All right. I look towards the dying woman next to me, and I look towards the thing. It's like, we gotta get out of here. I say we blow this popsicle stand. You got that mouse?
I've got just the object.
Let's do this thing.
I'll-
I say as I put on. I conjure sunglasses and put them on.
And
We all get sunglasses.
Bogart goes up to the favored one and he says, would be happy to accompany you out, of course.
She slaps your hand away.
It's
Don't be rude. I've already given her sass before, so I'm not holding back on that.
Do you need a nap? Do you need a timeout? I point my finger towards her.
You aren't a weapon. You never were.
She pushes herself up and says, somehow I will reclaim my destiny. And she starts walking backwards away from you, trying to leave you.
You can choose any destiny. That was the one they picked out for you. They told you you had to be a weapon. You don't have to do any of that. You could be so much more of your choice.
She pays you no heed and continues to walk away.
Bogart, I think, senses like a little bit of like the frustration, but also like the pain maybe, and like the analogies. Like, why does Moriana care so much about this? And he kind of just like puts a shoulder on her hand, and he says, "She has chosen." Look, I know you don't want to see her do this, but maybe you can honor her by making the choices you want. I don't know. I'm trying to say something meaningful here, but I'm coming up short.
No, I know. She's going to make a mistake. There's a lot of people that will tell you what you need to be. I guess I won't be one of them. And I will choose to let her go, on my part at least.
From what Bogart can see, they've neutralized the ritual. I don't think he can bring himself to hurt someone who's not going to fight them back. Yeah.
Rubik, leaning on Bogart's shoulder, is going to look towards the chosen one and go, "Hey, I meant it. If you're in trouble, look at us. Look to us. I mean, I almost died and I'm willing to forgive, but we're not going to tell you what to do, but at least we can tell you you need help. I'm sure we'll listen."
And she closes the door behind her and is gone. And thus ends that scene. We will assume that you have enough nous between you to be able to find your way back to Mariana's fellow agent, contact Inaria, and to get yourself smuggled back to Aratai.
Mm-hmm.
We have all that gold now with us and that pretty sapphire necklace.
Okay, that's a question. Will you
I
be
had
taking...
my unseen servant. He could carry that stuff for us.
All right, so you've got a truckload of gold. You're taking you're sabotaging Gulm, right? By taking...
Absolutely.
Yes. They don't need these resources to fund more wars and rituals. It's for the greater good.
Yeah, we're
we
doing it
keep
for good, and not because I want to get a bunch of fun spell stats to my spell book.
Yeah,
I'm drooling at the thought of that.
We'll be helping out the economy. We buy things.
Hey, so on the boat heading to Aratai, surrounded by your gold, counting your gold, we end our session with you going up to the next level. You go from 5th level to 6th level as you sail into the said set towards Aratai, uncertain of what is happening in that city. Because the finale of our full story of the Heroes of Aratai happens on the weekend. But having stopped this ritual and having stopped the weapon reaching Tila, you have done a great service to your country.
Shot tape.
Drinks on me.
Yeah.
Oh
just like a still portrait of them like flipping coins and like and like leaning back on chairs, clinking beverages.
Success.
That was great.
Bogart rubbing Rubik on the head just to assert that he's only just slightly taller than Rubik.
Yeah.
Now
Now that your ribs are healed, we'll spin you around again.
Yeah, they grew
just for
back.
fun.
They grew back. It's good.
Yeah.
Grow back.
And with that,
Also, Rubik is just like, Rubik will be just like, you know, guys, I think I like being outside.
And with that, we conclude our mini-series of the Spies of Aratai.
Oh.
Good work,
Thank you, chat. You saved my bacon.
Absolutely.
Oh.
You're almost out of luck completely, right? Almost.
Oh my lord.
They were the fourth player
close.
in all of this.
They really were. Like, I've had characters die before, but I was just like, no, like this could be a TPK and that could end in disaster.
They were our bards just casting inspiration after inspiration.
Yeah. Because you would have easily just bled out, right, Monty?
Yeah. If without the advantages, I would have just straight up, like with the natural one and the falling turn, I literally rolled
Gone
a
first
3.
time.
I would have just been dead straight up. So chat literally saved Rubik. You guys, I'm looking at you right now with my eyeballs, chat. You saved my D&D character. Thank you. Oh, my
All right,
God.
and other thanks to all of our followers, thanks to our subscribers, we appreciate it. Thanks for all your generosity. If you're watching this on YouTube, please hit us with a sub and leave comments in the chat because that encourages the algorithm to share it with others. And thanks to our Patreons, love you guys. You will have already noticed that there's a whole bunch of lore that's coming out that started a couple of days ago. New characters for our new campaign. Whole bunch of stuff. You're going to be flooded with things over the next few weeks. And sponsors.
D20 Collective have got a range of sparkly dice for you to choose from for your dice rolling needs. They've got wooden dice, they've got acrylic dice, they've got beautiful metal dice, so you can really make a funk when you roll them on the table, maybe damage them. Ooh, yeah. And they have special deals for you. Every Thursday, they have a new dice set on special for as low as 5 US dollars. You lucky things.
And even outside of that, a discount code.
Oh!
10 Legends for 10% discount.
Legends 10%, that's lovely.
Next is our wonderful sponsors, BD&D, who are doing a Kickstarter at the moment. 100, what's it called? They've got it all started in a tavern. Yeah. 100 adventure hooks and NPCs, but it's already unlocked all the stretch goals, so it's like 203. It's a heck of a lot. I had a game just yesterday. Me and my brother got together and we said, let's do a game real fast. And these are the kind of things that you need to just when you suddenly need to have something. So hit that up, link in the chat, and it's a very small financial amount of pledge for a big help for your games.
Yeah.
And finally, our new sponsor, World Anvil. And World Anvil are a brilliant world building online tool and also RPG campaign building tool. And you've used it, right, Trubie?
Absolutely, I do use it. They've got so many categorization tools, like linking tools. They're really, to be able to go from document to document and kind of create trees, and they've got the thing that I really like about them is the amount of prompts and creative inspirations able to give their writers as well.
Yeah,
really,
nice.
really like World Anvil.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I know a lot of DMs who use World Anvil. It's very helpful just to have a big archive.
Yeah, wonderful. Okay, and a final thanks is to our wonderful guest players.
Yes!
So just want to ask, starting with you, Caustic, please shameless self-promote. Tell us about yourself. Tell us what you're up to. Go for it.
Absolutely. So I'm Caustic Phoenix here on Twitch, and on Monday and Thursday nights, we've been doing Destiny, the video game lore readings, because we love good stories and we like to dive into them. So if you want to come join us for your bedtime, evening stories, or morning stories, depending on where you are, you're welcome to join us. But if you're more on the D&D flavor, I am the co-DM of D20 Deathmatch, what will kick off in just a few hours, which will be very exciting. It's D&D PvP style. Think like WWE wrestling meets Concert of a Rock style meets Mystery Science Theater 3000 in a wild time. And my last final plug is I am also the sole DM of a new mini-series, much like this one, coming out Tuesday at 9 p.m. over on YouTube on the D20 Deathmatch channel as well. So
Cool.
if you'd like to
Nice.
see what that's like, it's pretty fun.
And is Mudcat going to be co-DMing, or are you just DMing by yourself in that one?
It is his character's backstory. So I am the sole DM as we take it through a journey that his character explores. It's very
Wonderful.
exciting. And the first part's a little weird because it's just the DM, me, and him.
Right.
Oh, yeah. intimate.
Yes, nice.
Yes.
Thanks. So everyone, look, as you've seen, Caustic is a brilliant player, excellent talent, great DM as well, wonderful content. Hit us with a follow, hit her with a follow, that'd be great. We really appreciate having you with us, Caustic. It's been a lot of fun, and we've really loved having Moriana and the show as well.
Moriana was great.
I love this story. Our characters are like just the perfect team now.
I
It took
know.
3 episodes for us to feel refined, but here we are.
Exactly. I'm really impressed by our team, actually.
And
Yeah,
now,
we're like top tier, no goofs.
Yeah.
and now over to you, Monty. Shameless self-promote time. Please go for it.
Hi, you can find me at MontyGlu on Twitter. You can find me at also DMing myself on Wednesday nights at twitch.tv/The Unexpectables. If you want to find my personal stuff, it's all MontyGlu everywhere, including my YouTube. And yeah, I stream variety, but mostly I'm known for running a lot of D&D games. I just want to say thank you so much for having me. This has been really, really fun. It's been early for me, but at the end of it, I always feel like, whoa, like so energized. But this was really fun. I really enjoyed playing with you guys. Our characters are so silly. And Vahid, thank you so much for running a really, really fun little mini campaign. It's just kind of just what I needed, honestly. It was really, really nice. So
Great.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. And everyone, please, if you're not following MontyGlu and the Unexpectables, do it now.
Yeah.
Amazing, amazing cast. We've had the entire team that you DM with the Unexpectables on our show a couple of times as a chat and also in a game, and what brilliant talent. And
So funny. It's just very funny.
just so fun. And, you know, again, I think that Rubik, what a great character.
Yeah.
Played perfectly, of course. We really enjoyed having you with us. Thank you so much. Trubie, thanks so much for having us.
Hey, and thanks. You guys, I think a lot of you know me. I'm just the guy who's usually here at Dice Legenz. And it's been really and I've loved playing with you both. I've loved this campaign for Heat. It was just a lot of fun. It was really cool to try out Bogart, to try out new character qualities and a new character type, and that was heaps of fun.
So much fun.
Yeah, and I'll miss the team. I'll miss playing with Caustic and Monty as well. It's like, this is really cool. Yeah.
Cool. Hey, thanks, guys. Thanks to our moderators. Appreciate all your help moderating the chat.
Thank you,
Thanks,
moderators.
thanks, Luca, for doing,
Yeah, buddy.
stepping in to do tech things all by yourself.
Luca, you did great.
Pretty good job, yeah.
We're really proud of you.
Yeah,
That's
it's-
hard to do last minute in the morning. Be like, hello. Now you're doing 2 things.
So, okay, everyone, we're going to raid into someone on the other end of the credits, but for now, catch you later. See you later.
All right, bye-bye.
Take care.